All right, here we go. So this is the practice from last Tuesday. Sorry it's taking me some time to get to it. I was out of town the weekend. So let's just kind of get right into it. A couple things. The beginning's going to be a little shaky because I'm messing with the camera, so bear with me. But just some things you're going to hear throughout this video, and things like, and I really want you to go with it. Like, I'm going to say a lot of things like, that's the right idea. You got the shot you wanted. You know, working on your patterns. Middle mistake. I'm gonna keep kind of using these same kind of buzzwords, so just kind of bear with me. So here we go. Let's just get right into it. Bonnie is serving. There it is, down the middle. There you go. So just like right there, and the whole my kind of one of my focuses is really going to be on down the middle. So sometimes it takes a while to get there, but here comes Bonnie. She's out wide, and watch what she does. She goes down the middle. And again, the middle is a big middle. It's not necessarily right down the tee. To me, the middle is the singles court. Especially whenever you can get a player to hit a ball on their inside wing. So for someone like Karen, her inside wing is her backhand. And here you'll see what happens. A mistake. So one of my favorite terms in tennis is middle mistake. It's not about hitting clean winners. A clean winner is when no one touches the ball. A middle mistake is where you hit the ball down the middle, and that player makes your opponent makes a mistake. Mistake. Here it comes right here. Mistake. So apologize for all the movement. Great return. Tell you what, it does not get much better than that. Shaky camera and all. So here we go. Here's the return. It's down the middle. You'll see inside wing of Bonnie. Ball's in the middle of the court. And one thing I also love is, look at this. This is this. If there ever was the power position, I talk a lot about this. So here we go. Here's the return. Jamie moves to the service line, holds her position. Karen moves halfway up the box, holds her position. There you go. Textbook. Love it. So here we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get what you want. So here comes a return. The return goes cross court. Ball goes back cross court. Now the ball goes down the middle. And so, sometimes also, your best laid plans do not work. And so what I mean by that is this. So Karen, angle return. Now here, Karen goes down the middle, but the problem is she doesn't really do much with it. She doesn't really hit it hard enough. And so that really gives Judy enough time to get over, but then Judy sees a nice middle. Boom. And even though the ball comes back, it comes back with pretty much nothing on it, and then she just goes right back down the middle. Good job. By the way, the camera, all this camera moving in and out stops pretty quickly, so I do apologize for that. I was just trying to get a good angle. Here we go. Good return. Power position, pretty much.
Nice lob.
And again, the problem with tennis is that nothing's perfect. There's no great plans. But so let's watch that again. One could argue, though, that Jamie probably could have recovered back to the service line. That would have allowed Karen to stay in tight. Actually, you know what? I stand corrected. I'm wrong, and I'll admit it. So here we go. Return. I like that. She got a hold. Look. So here it is. The ball's low. Look at this ball. You can see Bonnie's bending down to get it. Jamie is clearly on the service line. Karen has moved in, and Bonnie, from a low position, hits a very nice lob.
Nice lob.
And Jamie was going for it. It's just a great shot, and that's where you just kind of tip your hat and say, great shot. Great middle. Again, great middle ball. Look at this. Great middle. Middle mistake. Middle mistake. You're going to hear that a lot today. Angle return. That's fine. Here comes the middle. Perfect. And it's a miscommunication. So, that's all right. The one, if I'm the receiving team, first of all, if I'm Bonnie and Judy, great playing. But the one thing I would take away if I was Jamie and Karen is the fact that at least we did not get beat on an angle. So here comes a angle return, which is fine. But here, that you can see right now the middle is clearly open. Jamie sees it, and I love the fact that she has a nice solid ball. Karen moves in. That's a tough lob. I mean, that's a tough shot by Bonnie, and then that's another tough shot. So if you are the side that's kind of practicing the whole hover and cover, rush and crush thing, and one thing you're going to see today is how the points you're losing is on pretty good shot making, and that's a good demonstration of good shot making. Love the return. Now, personally, I love this return. I would love here. I think Judy has a play on that. Didn't go for it, and then I think Bonnie. But Bonnie does her job, puts it right back down the middle again, and Judy does make a play for this one, and just gets a little bit away from her. But that's a ball she can handle. And that's the right formation, and what I really love about this point is that Bonnie just does her job, puts it in front of Judy, and Karen kind of comes up with a pretty good lob, but still a very makeable ball. Great return, middle, that's awesome, look at this. And return in front of Bonnie. Bonnie moves in. They got the power position going. Judy just does her job. Holds her position, which I really love. So you can see Judy's not getting sucked in, because that's why she doesn't get, the ball doesn't go over her head. Great playing, Judy. Good. Ooh, nice plan. Let's look at that one again. Here the serve goes, and Jamie takes a pretty aggressive, ball's kind of out wide, but what I really like is Jamie's actually right, actually it's not that out wide, and Jamie is directly in front of the ball. So from this position, Jamie's in front of the ball, and pretty much wherever Bonnie takes it, I think Jamie's got to play, and she's got, look at that, perfect, she's right in line. Doesn't Well, Jamie and Karen won that, but again, here's what I really like, and I talk a lot about patterns. Now, nothing always works perfectly, but here's what I like: middle. Jamie put the ball down the middle, and then she got another ball. Now, if she would have put a little more stick on this, the point would have been over, but that did create the angle. But she stayed with it, went down the middle, and here's what I like is that this kind of over the shoulder shot. By going down the middle, Karen now is right back in front of the ball, and she throws up a nice lob. Good job. Perfect. Wow. Let's just look. There we go. Serve down the tee. Jamie stays in front of the ball, and boom, right down the middle. Great job. Serves a little bit out wide. Still. Great hand. So again, so the serve's a little bit out wide. Watch what Bonnie does. Goes down the middle. Boom. So it doesn't really matter who takes it. If it's Jamie or Karen, this is a perfect return because you can see the serve's a little bit out wide. So she's got to kind of wait, and then Jamie makes her move after the ball's hit to make sure it doesn't go down the line. That's my opinion. Now the ball's low, which is a great return by Bonnie. So it does. And now right here, you'll see the ball's on Jamie's racket. But look, just by Bonnie going down the middle, Judy is in a great spot. And there it is. And you'll see Jamie puts the ball right on Judy's racket, and Judy goes right back at her, which is a great play. Causes the mistake. A lot of doubles points are caused on mistakes. Angle. Great return. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with working your angles off the bat. I sometimes feel like that I don't want anybody to go for angle returns. I do. I just want people to mix everything up and not just be too predictable. So here's that great return. And there you go. Good. Good ball. Nice plan. So everybody's trying to work the middle, but you'll see right here, Karen puts the ball down the middle, and then again right down the middle. Middle mistake. You will see this at all levels. Right here. This is a great shot by Karen. She comes forward. The ball's on Bonnie's inner wing and kind of overcooks it. That's it, Bonnie. Now Bonnie and Judy win this point, and I really like how they stayed with it. But one thing I want you to kind of see here is Bonnie hits a great return down the middle. Down the middle, comes forward. Are we in the right spot? Oops, sorry. My bad. My bad. Alright, here we go. Try this again. Moves in. Now, this is kind of something, you know, it's not easy, but so Bonnie hits a great ball down the middle. Freeze. Now, you can see Karen is clearly in the middle of the court. And so from here, it's hard to argue with ever taking another ball down the middle, but you can see Karen is clearly in the middle of the court. Jamie's way off to the right, and so you can see just from this point right here, a nice simple angle volley into the ad side alley would go a long way. Now the good news for Bonnie and Judy is they win the point, but just the idea here, and I guess it's like kind of this idea of here from here, it's like if I'm Bonnie, once I see that, so if I'm Bonnie and I know I'm going down the middle, and I know that Jamie didn't take it, once I see Karen's takes it, I know where she is because I put her there. So if I'm Bonnie, I know Karen's in the middle of the court because I just put her there, and if she gives me kind of a very makeable ball, I'm just going to try to finish it out wide. Alright, I think we got enough of that point. Great return. That's it. Great return. Good ball. Good defense, Bonnie. Nice ball, nice lob down the middle. Oh, So it doesn't matter sometimes how you get the ball to the middle. So Karen's pretty good at hitting some lobs, so she puts it over Bonnie's head, right down the middle, and you'll see, that's a ball Karen wants. You know what? Everybody makes mistakes, but that's the ball you want. No worries. Good return. And again, I would say the same thing for Jamie here. Good return. So here's a power position. Jamie's on the service line. Karen's moving forward. And boom, from right here, this is the situation you want to be in as much as you can. And I like what Jamie tried to do. She tried to put the ball in front of Karen. Just didn't work out that way. So what? So this is just one little small point here, is that here I think the serve goes down the tee. Does it go down the tee? It goes a little bit out wide. But being aggressive at the net, and you'll see when I feel like Bonnie's movement here definitely affected Karen's return a little bit. Stayed in, but you can definitely see that it affected the return. Great return right in front of Karen. That's it. Good play. What I like about this is Jamie hits a great return, goes to the service line, and just does her job again, and just puts it right back. This is one of my favorite plays, and right back down the middle. Middle mistake. For the rest of your doubles life, you will see that over and over and over again. Great return down the middle. Good ball by Judy. Not sure this point went exactly like they planned, but here we go. So here's the ball. Oh, sorry, it was this one. Sorry. Out wide. So you'll see. This is funny. So watch Bonnie's left foot, and all you want, even if she didn't move, you can see she is clearly leaning. Watch this. Leans to the left, and that opens up the middle. And again, this is the shot. So and Jamie's just doing her job. She puts the ball in front of her partner. She puts puts that ball on her partner's racket. I would say Karen probably needs to do a little bit more with that, but she makes it up in the end. But here's the thing though. Look, so Karen goes to the middle. She sits it up a little bit high, but you know what? Jamie's totally sees what's going on. You'll see Karen put the ball in the middle. She put it high, and that's a little dangerous, but at least you can see, look where Judy is standing. She's stuck in the middle. Jamie sees that, and it's a bit of a save. She kind of throws her racket at it, but at least by getting that ball in the alley, it opened up the middle again. Boom. Great playing. Middle. Great return. That is, I'll tell you what, Bonnie, it's gorgeous. Out wide, and you'll see. Watch Karen. Sorry. Watch Karen. There we go. The serve's going in front of Karen, and she leans to her left, and that, all you need is that lean to open up the middle. Middle mistake. Love it. Again, good playing. Way to keep pounding that middle. Serve down to the body, middle, middle, mistake, middle, mistake, middle, mistake. Here, I think I really would have loved to see Bonnie keep coming forward. She hits a really good ball. She comes forward, and from here, starts retreating. I think she could have taken this one out of the air. Let's see if I'm right. So here's the return. It's a solid return. You can see now. Look at that return. She gets pulled out wide, and boom, right in front of Judy. Judy moves forward, perfect, but couldn't quite get it. But I wish Bonnie would have gone right to the service line and parked it. I don't think she would have had to let this ball bounce, but she lets it bounce. Now, the complete flip side of that, and this is kind of fun to play both sides of this. Out wide. This is the problem when Judy doesn't take the ball down. You know, basically, one could argue Judy should have been looking for this ball down the middle. I can't really tell from this angle if she had a chance at all. I don't think she did. So even, but Jamie getting the ball back down the middle, look who's there, Karen. And I don't think, even when you're guarding the middle, you're still, you can't get everything. And by Jamie sticking with the middle, look who's right there. Karen's right there, right at the net player. She can't react fast enough. Perfect. Great return. Look at this. So you'll see, I would argue that Karen does not move over on this tee. So the ball is there, and you'll see she's not really moving over. And by not moving, she's clearly, you can kind of tell Judy's almost over by the tee and Karen's not moving over. And that really leaves a big hole right here. And once Karen lets that ball go through, that's when things get south. So if you're the net player and the ball goes down the middle, you really got to cut over. If I'm Karen, I'm giving up the alley. I'm giving up my alley. There's that middle again. There it is. That's perfect. Look at that. Great return down the middle again. You can see Karen leans out wide to go cover that alley. It's hard not to. Judy's right there and just comes in. And the thing you can say, well, yeah, she left that whole side open, but at least she's, it's not a lot of reaction time for Jamie. Way to pick that up. That's the benefit of serving down the middle or to the body. So you can see Karen is directly in front of that ball, and she was able to cut it off, and she went right low to the net player who just couldn't react in time. Awesome. Again, middle. Awesome. So a couple things here, and again, it's kind of fun because I get to play kind of a double agent here. So the first thing is serves out wide, return down the middle. But actually, it's not out wide. What am I saying? It's kind of right to the body. Karen stays right in front of the ball, gets it, boom. I'm sorry. What am I saying? I'm on the wrong serve. My bad. Here we go. Serves out wide, down the middle, boom. That is a great return. Judy moves in, doesn't really do enough with it, and that's something, over time, it doesn't get much. This is the ball that Judy really probably has to do more with, either really bang it down. You can see there's a big hole there that's got to be hit. But they stay with it. Bonnie stays with it. But now, well, look at this. So now, Karen puts it down the middle. So Judy didn't really probably do enough with it. Puts it on Karen's racket. Karen puts it down the middle. Now Bonnie's stuck in the middle of the court, and now look what Jamie sees. You can see Bonnie is clearly in the middle of the court. Easy angle overhead. Ooh, nice shot. And you got to go down the line sometimes. Just keep people honest. Angle. Great lob. You can see, let's see. Kind of gets sucked. See, this is why I love the hover and cover Russian crush. So that was that was not a super low volley that Jamie hit. You can kind of see right here. Not really, and you can see that ball is well above Bonnie's waist, and then they're both way inside the service line, and that really is a pretty easy lob. Way to recognize that, Bonnie. Great return. So here we go. Sorry, here we go. Here's a great return down. Now this is the problem with a low return. Sometimes it's such a short low return that a ball kind of sits up. That one kind of sat up a little bit, but Bonnie's still there to close in, and that's a tough shot. If I'm Jamie and Karen, I'm kind of saying that's just good shot making, and I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, good hands. Way to stay with it, Bonnie and Jude. This is a great return. I mean, this is a phenomenal return. Boom. You can see, even though it's on Bonnie's outer wing, she's still pretty much in the singles court. Karen closes in, and on this shot, hopefully the point would be over on this one. But you know what? Still, you know, you made Judy hit a ball out of her toenails, and that's the way, you know. So Judy has great reflexes here. Good defense. Great overhead. Way to stay with it, Judy and Bonnie. Great return low. So this is sometimes, you know, sometimes you do everything right and someone does something better. It's a serve out wide, low, you know, Jamie's moving in. And I will tell you, even if, you know, low balls, even if you're on top of the net, low balls are tough. And Bonnie does a really good job of getting that ball low. There's that middle. It's a great shot by Bonnie, in my opinion. So here's a serve. It's a little out wide, but then this is, so you can see here's Bonnie is on her outer wing, which is her, and you'll see Karen's clearly leaning to her left, and she drives that ball right down the middle. And actually, Jamie does a really good job putting that volley up. I'm sorry, Jamie does a very good job of putting that volley down the middle on her end, and Bonnie just hits a really good lob there. So sometimes you do everything right, a better shot comes up from your opponents. Love it. And that's another situation where that is, in my opinion, a perfect return. And Jamie does a great job of closing. And from this moment, you know, there's just got to be, either you got to hammer the middle, blow up Judy, or really hit a sharp angle on Bonnie's side. It just gave Bonnie too much of a look. But Bonnie came up with a nice shot, so good shot, Bonnie. That's why, to me, why you want to serve down the middle, because the ball goes down the middle, and Karen takes her move over. Middle mistake. Middle mistake. That's a nice overhead, but I would still, again, I wouldn't mind seeing on this serve, wouldn't mind seeing Karen try to close that off a little bit more. you'll see. So I think you can kind of see Karen kind of jumps out wide. Ball bounces right here, and you can see Karen going to her alley, and I think she gets caught on the wrong foot, and then she's not much of a help for that shot down the middle. But it was still a very nice return down the middle, and that was a fantastic overhead by Jamie. Out wide, great return down the middle. Way to be. That's it. Now, even though Jamie and Karen win this point, I would say that this is what I would love for you guys to be working on a lot. Balls out wide, good return. This is the setup. Getting that ball on your partner's racket above the net on their high forehand volley. The more you practice it, the more you'll do a little bit more of that volley. Still, that's a nice finish by Jamie. Great return. Perfect return by Bonnie. Judy's ready. That boom, look at that. But look where she is. She is squarely in front of that ball. And then she just closes, and it's just middle mistake. You're gonna, you know what? I can't say it enough. Middle mistake. Middle mistake. Get the ball in the middle. Watch the mistakes. Boom. You know what? Judy did her job, and actually Bonnie did her job, but unfortunately Jamie also did her job. She hit a really nice rocket low down the middle. Even if you know it's coming, low balls are tough. Great job, Jamie. Way to get out of a pickle there. Nice return. Nice. That's it, middle. You know what? And Karen, I like this return by you. It's like if you're not going to put a lot of pace on it, get it to the middle any way you can. And now Jamie's smack dab in the ball. That's a ball you want. You know, things should be good. You know, whether or not you win or lose this point, this is the situation that you want. You can see you just got that ball a little bit too high. You know, that ball should have been down at Bonnie's feet. It probably would have gone a lot better for you. Having said that, that's really good, nice reflexes by Bonnie. There's the angle. Good middle. Good playing. Now whether or not this, so what I like the most about this point is what Jamie does here. Even though the point didn't really work out great for them. Sorry, actually, wait, I'm actually making that up. So, hold on a second. Let's see, the return goes out wide. Boom. What I love really right here at this moment is that Judy takes that ball down the middle, and that puts the ball above the net line on Bonnie's racket. That's what I care the most about. And let's see, Judy and Bonnie do win the point, but I think just trying to create that situation. Good. Great return, Karen. That's one of my favorite returns of the day right there. Let's watch that again. A little bit out wide. Boom, middle mistake. Middle, you know, that's it. That's a tough. So if you're Judy right there, that's a tough spot to be in because all your easy angles are covered, and that's where, again, that's where you're going to see a lot of free points by getting that situation. And nice angle return. So that's a great point by Judy. and Bonnie. So what I really like about this is that Judy serves and volleys. She comes forward, but she makes it a point to split step. Or first of all, she split step right when you're supposed to. Split. She's ready to go. And now, because Bonnie had clearly closed in, which she was supposed to, and so Judy is in a perfect position to handle that. Great hands. And so you'll notice, even though Jamie hits a ball really hard here, not this one. Here's why to me it's so important to keep the ball in the middle of the court. Jamie hits it hard, but because where was that? So from here, Jamie hits it hard, but because right here, Judy's in front of her at this moment. Judy's, could not be any more in front of her. The angles are covered, and she's able to get a racket on it, and good things happen. Love it. Good shot right down the middle. There you go. Look at this. Karen puts his ball right down the middle. Boom. Awesome. Good serve. Here we go. And what I like about this is you can kind of see is that this is kind of funny because based upon a lot of the drills we've been doing, clearly there's been an emphasis on the middle. So what does Jamie go do? She goes and parks it down the middle. But I would say is that that's why you kind of but this is a pretty soft ball out wide, and I would encourage you to try to know, especially on a softer ball like this. I think you have time to take a quick peek and know where that person is in front of you. If it's drilled, different story, but you can see there's a lot of room to go down the line. But because Jamie clearly affected that shot. Good job, Jamie. Way to take that chance. Great return down the middle. Oh man. That's it. There's a middle mistake again. That you can see is that first of all, it's a great return. Out wide, great return. And you can see Judy is just clogging the middle. And then from here she's still in front of the ball. She goes and because you can see because she's still in front of the ball, Karen's got to change directions again, and that's where you get again middle mistake. Great. That's it, middle. I love that, And what I love most about this point is Judy's just doing her job. Judy's the hover and cover girl. Gets to the service line, hover and cover. Holds her position. And then there's a mistake. Doubles is a game of your opponent's mistakes. Good lob. Karen, that lob is a great shot, Just puts, getting people a little bit off balance is a great idea. Great return. Middle. I wouldn't have changed directions on that. Good hands though. Ready position, and then from here, that's a good ball. And then here, because even though I would say Jamie's in the middle of the court, I don't think you're set enough to do that. I would have gone right back in front of Bon Bon. There you go. That's awesome, Jude. And so And I like this play by Bonnie, so it's a really good lob. She gets pushed back, and you got to play it safe, and you just got to get it cross court. Ball goes to Judy. Judy keeps it down the middle, stays in front of the ball. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Boom. Great return. Then you get a little mojo there, Jude. And then you can hit these bombing returns. Look at that. That's a gorgeous return. Bam! Right down the middle. Middle mistake. Well, that's it, ladies. Hope you enjoy it.